Hey there guys, what's going on? So, this last little video here was kind of an unplanned excursion, if you will, into a little bit of sudden music news that broke out this morning. Something that I saw out there was, from an artist that a lot of people know, and I'm certainly affiliated with. I've definitely been in touch with a lot of his different sides of music over the many years that he's made it. And since this all kind of happened this morning, has been a big trending thing, I wanted to get in on it myself and get to really talk about it, at least kind of overview it a little bit, just for YouTube here, my YouTube page, just to get a little bit of conversation going, a little bit of news reporting, a little bit of imparting some of my thoughts on some things to all of you out there. And today, for that, we are going to kind of give an initial evaluation, initial overview, whatever the title up there I ended up going with says, of the new Thom Yorke record. I even brought my little computer, my handy dandy computer in here to talk about the article that I'm reading off of here. The brand new, suddenly dropped out of nowhere, out of the sky, Thom Yorke solo record, which is his second solo record since 2006's The Eraser, called Tomorrow's Modern Boxes, which was just suddenly released out of nowhere. He's actually been very cryptic over these past several days, past week, whatever, with Stanley Donwood, who's been the artist and art designer and things with Radiohead for many years, releasing mysterious white vinyl and mysterious different lyrics, Radiohead stuff that they were going through, different lyrics for A Wolf at the Door, which, all these different things he kept posting to Twitter, kind of leading into this whole, this dropped record, which drops on a BitTorrent client, actually, which is, I guess, sort of the next step for trying something a little bit different. They are, of course, claiming off the bat that this is an entirely new concept. It's not exactly entirely new, as I've been reading. Other bands, other people have tried this particular method as well. But I still find it very interesting that, given Radiohead's excursion into the whole first newspaper album with King of Limbs in 2011, and then of course in Rainbows a few years before that with the Pay What You Want, Tears there, that Thom Yorke continues to have that exploratory side to his nature as they make and put out new music and go forward recording the next Radiohead thing. So, from what I can tell you here on this Pitchfork article, not really my choice to go to for a music-related thing. I tend to like to avoid the snobs for as long as possible. It's basically, we can all go and download it. We can all go do whatever. It's had a ton of downloads already on its first day, thousands and thousands of them. It can be obtained through the BitTorrent client. There is a website for this. It has a special edition vinyl to it. Just to kind of give you a gloss over what the article says, actually, it's a new solo album, Tomorrow's Modern Boxes. He announced this in a letter he put out with Radiohead producer Nigel Godrich, who is like the extra member of Radiohead. What is it they say, the sixth member? I don't remember. He explained explaining why the album was being distributed via torrent service BitTorrent, which was a very easy acquisition, I must say, because you can get it for $6 just in its basic 8-track form, or you can order up the special edition vinyl, which is in the UK only, it seems like, and with shipping and all the overseas business here would come out to about $50 or so. So that's definitely for the hardcore fan who is really into Thom Yorke's typical bleeps and blips kind of electronic solo work. So that's that, but the letter says, as an experiment, we're using a new version of BitTorrent to distribute a new Thom Yorke record. The new torrent files have a pay gate to access a bundle of files. Very easy to do. You can just do it with a PayPal thing, or it's a very quick process. It's an experiment to see if the mechanics of the system are something that the general public can get its head around. Files can be anything, but in this case it's an album, enabling those people who either make music, video, or any kind of digital content to sell it themselves, bypassing the self-elected gatekeepers. If it works, anyone can do this exactly as we have done. The torrent mechanism does not require any server uploading or hosting cost or cloud malarkey. It's a self-contained embeddable shopfront. The network not only carries the traffic, it also hosts the file. The file is in the network, and it is called Tomorrow's Modern Boxes, courtesy of Thom Yorke and Nigel Gottridge. The audio and video for a song called A Brain in a Bottle, seems very typical of Thom, is available for free download, and I watched that earlier. It's very much in the mold of typical Thom stuff. I'm sure I haven't gotten to really listen to the whole thing yet, but it seems like it is a very please don't fall off the bed. That wouldn't be a good thing for the video. Thank you. It wouldn't be exactly right with well, don't block that. There's no reason to get huffy about it. Okay, he's turning around. Continuing here. Yes, you can go and watch. I'll be losing my train of thought here. You can go and watch the video as well as the audio there for A Brain in a Bottle, which I got to admit I like. I'm not a big electronic music kind of guy, but I gotta say that especially after listening to Atoms for Peace last year with Amok, I kind of thought that was this year. I don't know why, but after I listened to that really grew on me in a way I didn't expect. I really ended up loving that. So it was definitely a worthwhile excursion to say, here's my $6. Let's see what this is all about in this newest attempt to do a surprise release with something off the beaten path, I suppose. Like I mentioned before, this is not an entirely newly spawned concept. They're the first ones to go down this path. But at the same time, I think that, even though they're phrasing it in a way that suggests they're really doing that, I still applaud them for going that route, because there should be these methods whereby people don't have to go through and to have their art released, they have to go and appeal to this person and this person to distribute it and this person to make the CD or do this or do that, who takes this much of the cut and this much of the cut, this much of the cut, and of that $10, the artist gets $1 out of that. And distributors and people got to work too, but at the same time, it is the artist's integrity, it's the artist's work, and I feel like there should be methods like this where, the artist gets to get the cut that they deserve out of the art that they made. So, whatever the case may be, they're not the first, they're not this, I still give them credit for having put that together. And hopefully, if anything, it'll blaze a trail forward to say that if you want to put your art out digitally, music, photography, something, whatever it may be, this is a method by which to do it where the artist can be paid appropriately as well as appreciated for the work that they put their sweat and their blood and their toil into. Now, where can I get on that train? But that aside, that's basically it. His last solo album was 2006, The Eraser. Other artists who have released music via BitTorrent include 100 Waters, Willis Earl Beal, who's another favorite of mine. There's something that people keep saying with 9 Inch Nails. They did a thing a while back. It's a cool method. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are doing it right now, but hopefully it's the kind of thing that grows as people are able to seize their artistic integrity back from everybody who wants a handout and a cut of the few dollars per person that these particular things are generating. So that's pretty cool, I gotta say. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about that, maybe do a little review on Thom Yorke with, I can't even remember this title, it's so new. Tomorrow's Modern Boxes, which is unusual, it's not a moving service, but it's a metaphor, I'm sure. There may be some more coverage here coming up, but I wanted to address that as kind of a little news piece. Definitely go and check it out. It is all over the interwebs. I might link to it in the bottom there, but really honestly, you just got to type it in. It's pretty much everywhere today. So thank you for tuning into this, of course. Keep it here for a lot more cool stuff still to come. Got some review things I want to tackle from stuff this week. Got some written pieces I want to write up. There's so much stuff going on in my brain right now, so I hope you guys are interested. Keep it right here for so much more still to come.